Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am super excited about today's video because we're going to be talking about my holiday gift guide, specifically my holiday makeup gift guide. For any of you that have someone to buy for that is a makeup lover or enthusiast in your life, whether that be a best friend, a mother, a sister, sister-in-law, anyone that you know really enjoys makeup. I love giving makeup at Christmas time for a couple of reasons. Obviously, one of which because I love makeup, so I love buying makeup for other people. But I also think for a lot of normal people out there that maybe are not makeup collectors, I think there's a lot of people out there that really enjoy makeup, but sometimes they feel very overwhelmed with all of the different makeup products out there. They're not quite sure what to get. So hopefully I can navigate for you guys some recommendations that I have. These are products, most of which that I have and use and love that I definitely would recommend. So I'm going to break this up into two categories and two budgets. So I have a kind of general, more face type makeup category. I know that was a terrible way of putting it. And then also a specific eye makeup category. And then I'm going to do it in two budgets. So first off is a $25 budget and the second one is a $50 budget. You definitely could kind of tailor things based on what your budget is, maybe not buy quite as many things in the category. I'm sure you guys can do the math and figure it out for yourself. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So let's start off with the $25 budget. So this first set is mainly for the face. There's a couple of eye products in here as well, but a lot of these products actually come from the brand Essence. Now, Essence is one of those drugstore brands that it's not just a drugstore brand, it's an extremely affordable drugstore brand. But more importantly, some of their products are really, really amazing. So this I think would be the perfect Christmas gift for someone that is either just starting into makeup or someone that is just generally a makeup lover that would love a variety of makeup products. So the first thing that I would recommend from Essence is a blush. And I know I've talked about this before. It is the Essence Satin Touch Blush. They have it in two shades, the shade Satin Love and the shade Satin Coral. This is Satin Love right here. You can see it looks like a very boring kind of neutral blush. But if you have a medium to light skin tone, I think this is such a beautiful, natural looking blush. This is not an intimidating color. It's not an intimidating formula. It's really easy to work with. It's easy to build. You could apply this with a variety of different brushes. It's just very user-friendly. But most importantly is the price point on this thing, $2.99 from Ulta. So my next recommendation is kind of along those same lines and it is a bronzer. This is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. I love this bronzer, you guys. I've talked about it here a few times. I just think this is such a good bronzer. It's really, really, again, user-friendly and easy to use. You could apply this with a lot of different brushes. So if someone doesn't have a massive brush collection, this is definitely still going to work for them. I love the smell of it. The color is perfect for anyone with, again, a medium to fair skin tone. And again, the price point on this thing, $4.99, such a great steal for a really good bronzer. Next up is one that I know that you have all heard of and is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. This is the original color in the color 10, Be My Highlight. Such a beautiful, beautiful highlight. Very universal. I love that these Essence products are so buildable because again, it makes them very user-friendly. This is a highlight that could be for anyone. I think any age, any skin tone would absolutely love this highlight. It's such a good highlight, even for someone that doesn't really like highlight, if that makes any sense. It's very natural looking. It's beautiful on the skin. I think like these three products together would be such a cute little gift. Just put them in a cute little gift bag. And again, the price on this is $4.99. So these three products alone are $13. So if your budget is very, very small, I think this would be a perfect, very, very affordable Christmas gift for somebody. But if you do have a little bit more to spend, I do have a couple of things to round this whole thing off for you. The first one is the e.l.f. complexion brush. This is a brush I've talked about here on my channel. This is a really good brush. I mean, I typically use this for bronzer, but you definitely could use this for all three of those products if you absolutely had to. Really good brush and very affordable at just $4. So two more things to go along with that just to kind of round out this $25 price mark. The first one is a mascara. Who does not love a good mascara? And I love Essence mascara, specifically their Volume Stylist mascara and their Lash Princess mascara. I've tried both the purple and the green Lash Princess. I love both of them. I definitely prefer the Volume Stylist. I feel like it makes my lashes a lot more intense. But if the person that you're giving this gift to is someone that's a little bit less high maintenance or maybe a beginner, I would probably go with the Lash Princess mascara because I do find that one to be a little bit easier to use. It's not quite as dry and clumpy. And of course, they're both affordable, priced at $4.99. Love Essence mascaras. Again, I think they are some of the best at the drugstore at the very best price at the drugstore. So the last thing I would throw in here to kind of round things off is a lip gloss, also from Essence. Now, I actually don't own one of these anymore. I had one at one point and I lost it, But I did love this lip gloss. The price on these is out of this world. You can get these glosses for $2.99. They're really good quality. They have a good color selection. I think they're really comfortable on the lips. They're not overly sticky. So if you have someone in your life that you know is not averse to a lip gloss, I think this would definitely be a good thing to throw in there. So all of those things combined put us at $25. That's an amazing price point for 6 products. So let's move on to my second recommendation, which is a little bit more eye focused. So if I had $25 to spend on someone and I'm thinking about eyeshadow, I definitely would go with a Juvia's Place palette. I know I have been raving about my Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette this entire month. I'm absolutely in love with that thing, but I just love their eyeshadow formulas. I know I only have one, but I've swatched the other ones many, many times. I've also watched so many reviews. I'm very confident that their formulas are amazing across the board. So I think it really comes down to color story and what you think the person in your life would be interested in as far as color story. So if you're not sure, the 3 that I would recommend are the Nubian 1, the Nubian 2, or the Warrior palette. Those are definitely the more neutral type of palettes. They don't have a lot of color in them. They're definitely more neutral color scheme heavy. Each of those palettes are priced at $20, and the last time I checked, Juvia's Place was doing a sale on these palettes for just $11. So definitely check out their website leading up to Christmas. I'm not sure how long that sale is going to be going on, but if you can pick them up for $11, that's a fantastic deal. But I would absolutely pay full price for these palettes. I think they are that good. I think the makeup lover in your life would absolutely love getting one of these palettes. The packaging's beautiful, the quality of them is amazing. They're really easy to work with. I can't say enough good things about the Juvia's Place palettes. And I just think there's something about getting an eyeshadow palette for Christmas that's just extra special. I just think it's one of those makeup products. I know that I'm biased because I am truly an eyeshadow lover, but it's one of those makeup products that's just very exciting to get. But if you're going for the $20 eyeshadow palette, to go along with it, I would either include one of the 2 Essence mascaras or this Morphe M505 brush. This is a really great basic blending brush. I know that you technically can't do everything that you would need to with this brush, but I think if you're getting someone one brush, I would always probably go with a blending brush because I feel like it's the most multi-purpose of all the brushes. I definitely would not like to do my full eye look with just this brush, but you absolutely could if you had to. And I also think that you can never have too many blending brushes. I think this thing wrapped up with just a little bow, or you could actually physically wrap it and then kind of like tie this onto the front. I think that would be such a fun, adorable Christmas gift to get. I would be thrilled to get this as a Christmas gift. So let's move on to the $50 price range. Now this one's really fun, but I have to be honest, we're actually going to get less in the $50 price range than we did in the $25 price range. But I decided if I'm going to spend $50 on someone, I want to get them something a little bit more high-end. Because as much as I love getting makeup period for Christmas, I even more love getting high-end makeup for Christmas. So let's start with the more face-focused recommendation. So this one I'm going to have a couple of different options in. And the first recommendation that I have is a blush. I love gifting and giving blushes for Christmas. So a couple that I definitely would recommend are the MAC blushes and also the Bare Minerals Gen Nude blushes. I love both of these blush formulas so very much. I think they're very user-friendly. They have a fantastic color range. They're super easy to use. And for me personally, there's something about putting on a blush that makes you just feel like a little bit extra. I don't know if that makes sense. Especially when you're putting on like a MAC blush or like a Bare Minerals blush, like a nicer, higher end blush. So both the MAC and the Bare Minerals blushes retail for $24. As far as color recommendations go, I'll just give you guys some of my favorites. I don't have the most massive like MAC or Bare Minerals blush collection, but some of my very favorites are probably first off Melba by MAC. This is just a very like no-fail type of color. This goes with every look. It goes with almost every skin tone from medium to fair. I absolutely love this blush. It's a matte formula and it's just very buildable and easy to use. Another one that I love, if you know the person that you're giving the gift to is someone that loves a very kind of bronzy type of look, more so than like a kind of peachy or mauve or pink toned blush, this is Margin by MAC, which is a much more, this almost acts as a bronzer to me. It's like a reddish golden bronze color. It's so beautiful on the cheeks. This definitely gives you kind of that sun-kissed sort of look, which I think is so beautiful, honestly, all year round, but especially in the summertime. This is a really great blush for that person that just loves kind of like a nice summery, bronzy, glowy look. As far as the Bare Minerals blushes go, I have 2 here, and the first one is the color Let's Go Nude. This is just a kind of, it's almost like a brown toned peach. It's very, very neutral. I feel like this goes with especially well with like warmer toned eyeshadow looks. This is a matte formula, but again, it's very buildable, very easy to use, and I love these. I think they're so beautiful. The next one I have is a little bit more of like a pinky sort of peach, and this is the color That Peach though. Honestly, these look very similar to each other in the pan. You can see they look almost identical. This one definitely has a lot more pinky peach in it, whereas the other one has a lot more sort of peachy brown in it, if that makes any sense. But I absolutely love both of these. I think on like a really fair skin, this one would be even more beautiful, whereas like on a medium to light skin tone, I think maybe the Let's Go Nude one would be a little bit better. So if the person in your life is not a blush person, then I have one recommendation for them, and it is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. This is actually the medium to deep shade. I am in love with this bronzer. I mean, if you talk about my holy grails, this absolutely is my holy grail bronzer, and it has been for a really long time. I love this bronzer. It smells amazing. It looks a little bit dark in the pan, but it's very, very buildable. So you definitely could gift this to someone that's anywhere from a medium to a very light skin tone, because it's one of those products that it's not going to be too intense when you first apply it. You definitely can build up a lot of depth and a lot of color if you need to, or you can go in with a light hand and just get just the right color. I also love this bronzer because I feel like it's a good mix between a contour and a bronzer. I don't usually like to do both of those steps. I'm usually in a hurry when I do my makeup, and I feel like this is a bronzer that kind of does it all. I just love this bronzer. I think it looks amazing on my cheeks. I know they have new packaging now. I'm gonna be honest, I actually think the new packaging is kind of ugly. I definitely prefer this packaging to the new packaging. But the product inside, as long as the formula has not changed, I definitely would stand behind. It's $30. You can pick this up, I believe, at Sephora or at Ulta. And to pair with those, I would include a MAC lipstick. Now, again, I have the same love for MAC lipsticks as I do for MAC blushes. I love their lipsticks. There's just something very nostalgic about them to me. I think the formulas are really great. They have a great color selection. Some of my very favorites are this one right here, which is Viva Glam 2. I love this color. Why am I swatching on my wrist? It's a random place to swatch a color. So this one right here is Viva Glam 2. I love this one. This is one of my all-time favorite colors. This is just kind of like a cool toned sort of mauve berry nude. I love this color. It's so stunning on the lips. The next one that I would recommend, I know I've talked about this recently, is Blankety. This one is a much more light color. These actually have similar undertones to them, but I will say Blankety is quite a bit lighter. If you know the person that you're giving this gift to loves a nude, like very lighter tone nude lipstick, they would absolutely love that color. And again, I would say both of these work for medium to fair skin tones. Again, MAC has tons of colors. If you know that they're into reds, I know that you probably could not go wrong with any MAC lipstick. I mean, honestly, I would love getting any shade in MAC's lipstick line just because I do love MAC lipsticks, and I think they're really fun to get, especially when you're not the one spending money on it. It's one of those things that even if it's not a shade that you're going to wear every single day, you still can really love and appreciate it. So if you know that person that you're buying for is not a lipstick lover and maybe they're more of a gloss person, then I would recommend the Lorac Alter Ego lip glosses. I love this lip gloss formula. I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about this, and I don't know why, because I think these are so comfortable, beautiful. They smell amazing. The color range is fantastic. These are probably three of my favorites right here. So this one right here is the color Southern Belle. This is just a very like lighter peachy toned pink. You probably cannot even see that. It's a very brightening kind of color on the lips. I love these because they have such a perfect amount of pigmentation to them. They're relatively opaque, but they're not super opaque to the point where they're a little bit like streaky. The next one that I really love is the color Goddess. This is definitely a very purple toned sort of mauve. You can see it right there. Beautiful, especially I think in the wintertime. There's something about this kind of like cool toned lip that I just think is really flattering in the wintertime especially. And then this one right here is probably one of my very favorites. It's the color Duchess. It's a little bit more of like a just rosy kind of nude. I love these glosses. Again, I can't say enough good things about them. I love the packaging on these. This kind of gunmetal lid I think is so pretty. So I think this is a fun product to get for Christmas because it just makes you feel a little bit extra. I don't know. Again, that's one of the reasons I love gifting higher end makeup for Christmas. Honestly, even for the $25 budget, I think even just giving one blush or one lipstick would be such a special gift, because a lot of people don't like to buy high-end makeup because it is so expensive. but it's one of those things that they would love to have. So let's go ahead and move on to my last $50 recommendation. This one is definitely going to be more eye focused. So when it comes to 50 bucks and eyes, all I can think is like get a palette, because there's so many high-end eyeshadow palettes out there that usually retail for between $40 and $50. So I have two that I would personally recommend just because I love them so much for a couple different reasons. The first one is an oldie but a goodie, and it is the Tartelette and Bloom palette. I love this palette, and I know there are a lot of people that don't love this palette, which I don't understand because I love it so much. I love the looks that I get out of this because it is such a good, just neutral palette. You can get a neutral cool tone look, you can get a neutral warm tone look in here. I mean, it's going to give you a neutral look, but I think these eyeshadows are really stunning. And most of all, I love the packaging on this. Like, getting this as a gift, it's like a little piece of art. It feels really sturdy. It just feels special to me. And that, combined with the fact that I really think these shadows perform really well, makes this, I think, a good candidate for a gift. So another recommendation that I have is an Anastasia palette. I love Anastasia eyeshadows. This is probably one of my very favorites of hers, the Soft Glam, because I just love the very neutral color scheme in this one, but it's very much a warm, neutral color scheme. I love the looks you can get out of this palette. I feel like you can get quite a bit of variety. You have some rosy colors in here, you have some very traditional sort of bronzy golds, you have some really light color golds, and then you have a lot of transition and outer B colors in here, which I love because I feel like those are the kind of colors that transform a makeup look and like take it to the next level. I love her formula. It's really easy to blend. It's relatively easy to work with once you kind of get the hang of it. And I think getting one of these as a gift just makes you feel a little bit special. These retail for $42. I will say this though, I was just on Ulta's website and I saw that the Modern Renaissance palette is on sale for $29, which I am like telling myself, okay, no more makeup before Christmas. I have actual Christmas gifts to buy for my children. I need to not spend my money on makeup. But I don't know, you guys, that's a palette I have been eyeing for a long time that I feel like as a makeup lover, I should own that palette. And the fact that it's $29 right now, you may see that in an upcoming video. So if you're looking to get a little bit closer to that $50 mark, because most of those palettes are under $50, then I have one more recommendation for you guys. And it is this little kit right here. So this one is the Stila Aura Light Glitter and Glow Highlight and Liquid Eyeshadow Set. Ulta actually has one right now that's their Shimmer and Glow and Glitter and Glow eyeshadow set. I wish I would have got that one because I think the shades in there look a little bit more like my style. But I will say I am excited to have this. I may gift a few of these for Christmas. I think they're beautiful. I think these would make a fantastic gift because glitter is one of those things that, again, we may not love to like wear very often or even buy for ourselves, but for most of us, I think this is just a really fun kind of add-on gift. So you can get this one from Sephora for $40, or you can get the set from Ulta for $40 as well. But either way, if you break it down, it ends up being just $7.50 per eyeshadow. I think that's a great deal. I think this would be a great little add-on to a high-end eyeshadow palette. So I do have one more recommendation for the $50 price point, and it is a brush set from Ulta. So this is the IT Cosmetics Make a Night of It brush set. This one retails for $48. I did see it on sale this morning for $33, but even for $48, I know that's kind of steep, but I do know that these are some really fantastic brushes. I don't specifically own this set, but looking at it and just knowing kind of how the IT brushes are and kind of their reputation, I definitely think this would be a really good gift for someone. Because again, I think brushes are one of those things that can be, we all need brushes if we apply makeup, but they can get very, very expensive very quickly. So that's definitely a gift that I know that I would totally appreciate receiving. And I just know that the IT brushes for Ulta have a really good reputation. I know they're supposed to be really, really good quality and really, really good at applying product. And with that said, that completes my holiday makeup gift guide. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Hopefully for those of you that are looking to buy something makeup related for that special someone in your life, hopefully this will give you a good starting place. I definitely stand behind all of these products. I think they're fantastic. Let me know if you guys have any special recommendations in the comments below, or if you guys have any wish list items. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. I hope that if you are not subscribed already, that you will hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.